Hello everybody, welcome back to another Stream Sunday. It's a big day here in England. The national football team start their Euro 2024 campaign later this afternoon, well this evening. And we're all very excited, as you can tell by the England shirt that I'm wearing. So yeah, very excited for that. But first of all, some stream action with Red Bull on F1 Manager for us to get stuck into. Hello to Callum, to Germat, to Pulse Potato, to Johan Duan. And that is everybody who's in chat right now. Get your score predictions in. I'm seeing a couple of 3-1 to England, 2-1 to England. I'm going to go for 2-0. 2-0. Harry Kane and Bukayo Saka with first half goals, and then we just see the game out from there. Yeah, 1-1 right now, Holland and Poland, which I have got down here on the old tablet. It is absolutely coming home. It's coming home. It's always coming home until England themselves come home without the trophy. So, but we'll move on from that. Just call you Johan. Okay. Cool stuff. Right. We've got lots to do today. We've got a sprint race in Austria. Just looking at the calendar, we've got a sprint race in Austria, Grand Prix in Austria, Silverstone, and then we're going to get Budapest done as well. Now, let's switch screens. And here we are, back at Red Bull base. So last time we actually used the Canadian Grand Prix to predict the winner of the Canadian Grand Prix last weekend, and it was indeed Max Verstappen who won the race in reality, wasn't it? That wasn't quite the podium, but we did predict, the game successfully predicted that Max would win the race. You did spot me on F1 24 this morning. I was restarting my driver career because I felt second place at the Bahrain Grand Prix with Williams was a bit too wild, so I decided start it again, higher difficulty, new handling model. It's not that much different, to be honest. It's just maybe less aggressive on turn-in, which is kind of nice. But I found so far that it rewards smooth inputs. So if you're too aggressive with your steering, the car will just turn, and then obviously you've got to get your brake balance right as well. Are we doing the Google Earth Track Finder? We can have a look at that, actually. We'll see. We might have a break after Silverstone and do a track finding excursion like last time. Hey SHC, how you doing? Ferrari won back-to-back 24-hour of Le Mans. Nice. I don't really watch endurance racing. It takes too long, basically. I've just never followed it, really. Just never followed it. Call me a single-seater snob. That's yeah. If it's not a single-seater, I don't tend to watch it. Holland coming forward, and it's cleared. With some tracks in time trial, they seem to be really tricky in terms of exit speed and grip. It is a bit funky. How did I drop every driver in one of the videos a few months ago? With the editor. So in that video, there is a link to the editor in the description and a tutorial on how to install it. So once you sort that out, you can then play with it to your heart's content. Sometimes it breaks if you do too much, as I've found out, but you've got to test the limits of these things. Which team should I do an F2 only career mode with? Go with thinking maybe Prema or ART, but they're supposed to be one of the front runners. Maybe go with PHM AIX because they were at the back. Maybe try them. Okay, let's crack on. So just to update you, we've got a new chassis on Max's car. We've got new front wings on both cars. We are designing a new rear wing. We've got new side pods being developed, and these are new side pods that have just gone on for today. That's the same underfloor as before, and I think this is a new set of suspension as well. Do I think Elise will go to Chelsea? Well, if we pay enough money, and the owners at Chelsea seem to be stupid enough to pay as much money as it costs, then probably. Yeah, the editor's only on PC, which is a shame. Hey Trigger, how is the stream so far? It's going well. We've had no technical issues. We've been live for 8 minutes and 39 seconds, including the pre-stream page. Am I excited for F1 Manager 24? Very excited. I think it's going to be a real game changer for creators like myself to be able to make the team and really create a narrative. The way I do the F1 Manager content, as I'm sure you'll have all seen, is it's less of a how-to, more of a let's play and creating a story, creating a narrative. I think that's really important. We've got rain for today's race. I'm really looking forward to F1 Manager 24. Hi Mohammed, how are you doing? And hello tonight. Finally able to be here. Welcome along. Let's do a practice session. We should also get the the setup calculator. Now, you can't see this, but it's already on Austria because I actually recorded the Austria race for season 3 of Haas today, and that is round 6 of the season. So you haven't seen any of Haas yet, unless you're a member. Members will have already been able to see episode 1 today because they get early access. One of the perks you get of being a member of my channel. So if you are a member, go and enjoy that. And then anyone who's not a member, you'll be able to see it tomorrow. So it's a fun episode, put it that way. And so far I am already 6 races into the season, and it's been a lot of fun, put it that way. Even better narrative with rain. Yeah, absolutely. You're at the beach for hours. Nice. Always good to go to the beach. You want to do an F2 drivers only like me? Maybe try AlphaTauri, because obviously they're supposed to be a junior team with F2 drivers. So yeah, do it like that. You could expand it to drivers who've won F2 or F3, so you've got a few more drivers to pick from. So that's you can mix it up whichever way you want. The water was very clean and had a lot of fun. Very nice. Very, very good. It is 10 past 3. Yeah, absolutely. 10 past 9 past 3 according to my clock. Here. Yeah. Right, let's simulate the old practice session. Yeah, normally we stream a little bit later because evening is kind of a little bit more convenient. There's not usually anything going on in the afternoon in that time of night, to be honest. Yuki didn't win F2 or F3. But because of the football this afternoon, and obviously last weekend we had the race in Montreal, so we moved the stream to the middle of the afternoon. So it's not a precise time on Sunday. It is just we go live on Sunday, I'll tell you when sort of thing. But generally it's 7 o'clock-ish. 10 past 4 for Jermat. Jermat, you're in Hungary, I believe, aren't you? Is Spain at 2 PM next Sunday? Yes. Let me check. It's 2 o'clock UK time, I believe. Fun fact, I actually watched last year's Spanish Grand Prix in Spain. Not at the racetrack. I was on holiday in Malaga, so the south of the country. And I managed to watch it online. So yeah, 2 o'clock next week is the Spanish Grand Prix. Right, car setup. That looks about fine. Let's do that maybe. Yeah, that looks fine to me. And then Logan Sargent. Yes, we have signed Logan Sargent for Red Bull. Braking stability. You probably want to go that way a little bit. Cool. We'll do that. And then we need to do qualifying. It's raining and it will dry up, so excuse me, apologies for that. I have tinkered with my microphone settings, so hopefully that didn't come through too loudly. Okay, we will just maybe do like a couple of laps with Verstappen, just so we know that his setup is fine, and we'll do the same with Sargent. Everybody piling out the pit lane. Because it's going to dry out, everyone will then go out and go faster than Verstappen, so he'll end up last anyway. Sargent is currently... Dude. Sargent is already last. Why? Thank you, Joe. Right, Sargent, we're going to put some soft tyres on you, not the really used ones. Come on, what is this? Max, you should be used to rubbish qualifyings by now. That's all we've been doing. Yeah, maybe go for push air, and I'd have two young chargers in there. Two young drivers in AlphaTauri, because that's kind of the whole premise on which they were based. It's having young drivers and potentially them going into Red Bull. Any other good F2 drivers? You got Dragovic. You could have you could just, maybe you could keep Sonoda, seeing as he's already there. Change the FIA changing the super license age requirement. I've heard that they've changed it. I haven't actually seen what they've done. Logan. Have we actually just legitimately... Sargent has genuinely just qualified last. We're actually starting last with like both cars. What the actual flip? Oh, they've changed it to 17. Yeah, well... They had to do something, because if Mercedes want to put Antonelli in the car, if Williams bin off Sargent at the summer break, then they're going to want to put Antonelli in the car, aren't they? Hollander in the penalty area, and the ball squirms free. That's why it's called L Sargent. Well, qualifying was a short and unspectacular affair. Kevin Magnussen actually fourth there. Right. Do some practice. What I'll do with Max is just get him to drop to last, so technically he does start last, if that makes sense. Yeah, try Ollie Behrman. Right, medium tyres are the way to go for a sprint in Austria. Okay, now we will start the sprint. The biggest plot twist happened in this quality. It was a major turn up for the books, let's be honest. I think Sargent had a load of traffic on both of his laps, so that kind of puts it all into perspective. 5 red lights, the lights are out, the race is on. Let's actually drop Verstappen to the back. Tell him not to fight with his teammate. Rarely defend. Like, just, dude, go backwards. There we go. Now he's lost.
Pick up the pace of it.
Right. Attack on the tyres.
Hold the overtake. Yeah. So
my mic's in my way. Can't see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Everything sorted. Ocon is second in the Alpine. Alright, we're going pretty well now. Sargent's up to 15th. Verstappen 17th. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to use Antonelli on the new game. Did I take him off? I did not. There we go. Good spot, Ben. Thank you. Sargent. Dude. He's not anywhere near this squabbling pair. It just turns in, and then there's confetti. That was a big piece of confetti, actually. I'm not quite decided on how I want to... Well, I've had thoughts about using completely AI-generated people, especially at the start. I'm not sure how we'll tell our story sort of through the seasons. Everyone's going to do a creator team, yeah, absolutely. Yes, hashtag thank you Hulk. That is a hashtag to get behind, if ever I saw one. Use Antonelli and a bad old driver. I mean, my initial thought is to use created, like, AI drivers, sort of not real drivers, and then as we go through, maybe we can pick up an Antonelli or a Behrman. So maybe we have a rule where we don't sign anyone who starts the game in F1. They can be in F1, like Antonelli will probably end up in the Merc seat or something. But if they didn't start the game cycle, like the story, in Formula One, then we can sign them. Verstappen's up to 9th, by the way, during this sprint. Sargent's going nowhere because damage to his wing and a time penalty. Max is now 7th. That's Perez in the Williams, by the way. Germax calling his team Suzuki Racing Team. Bad AI drivers. Well, we can set a limit on how good they can be. So we can have worst car, bad drivers, just everything's rubbish. And like literally the bare minimum on facilities. We have to build this entire team from the ground up. I think there is an incredibly difficult way of playing the creator team mode if you want. You can also quite easily have the best of everything and just put 2 completely awful drivers to see how they do. Sargent doing Sargent things, of course he is. Some things never change. He's like a leopard, never changes his spots. We need to deploy ye old energy, push away from Perez, and escape. So Verstappen will start 7th at this rate. No errors. Just so I get a bit of a flavour of what you guys, the audience, would like to see. What do you think on how we could tell the story with AHGP? Do you think it needs to be just like a general playthrough? We're the 11th team, sign whoever you want, or would you like to see more AI generated people so we don't sign? We could sign whoever we wanted at the start, depending on what we set it up as. What would you like to see? Prospect team becoming world champions. So there's lots of different ways you can make that happen. Just be an 11th team. Take some F2 drivers, turn them into stars. VSC. What's Sargent been up to now? Doesn't look like it's him.
But there's a lot of debris.
Oh, it's Lando. Lando is in the wall. He's done old Lando this time. It's going to be the final corner. He's going to lose it midway through. Whee! It's the George Russell 2022 Austria crash. Just, like that. Okay, so we should finish under virtual safety car.
Safety car. Dash positive.
Copy.
So Verstappen will finish 6th. Loses points to Leclerc in the championship fight. Sign a pair of F2 drivers. I think a lot of people will sign F2 drivers, but you also got to remember Pourchaire and Lawson have been face scanned in the game, so I think a lot of people will maybe pick them. So we can maybe pick one of them and one AI driver, because then we bring a driver who arguably should be on the F1 grid onto the F1 grid, and then we just have a pay driver. There's lots of different ways we can frame it. Okay, rain and car parts are missing. Good thing we had a spare new front wing. The engine is just mudded. We might as well take a fresh power unit with Sargent. Put a new gearbox in. There you go. Right. Driving options. Okay, world champion members can choose the strategy. I know Callum and Germat are here, so just scrolling through to see if there's any other world champion members here. I don't think there is. Haven't seen Justin or F1 Skiddy or Tommy. Hey Louis, how you doing? So Germat and Callum, if you would you like to choose the strategy for the drivers today? German wants to choose Hungary. Callum, if you're there. Not sure if Callum is with us, so I will just go ahead and choose the strategy for this race. Let's go medium, medium, soft with Sargent. Soft, yeah, soft, medium, soft is you can just about get away with it. You have to be gentle on your tyres though. That's the problem. We've got an extra position. We did finish 6th, didn't we? Let's take the fuel out for Sargent, so he's a bit quicker, and let's do a motor race, everybody. All Ferrari front row, all Aston Martin second row. 5 red lights in Austria. It's a short hold, and off we go. Charging down to turn 1, and that is Lewis Hamilton getting around the outside of Max Verstappen. Sargent's up to 11th. Decent start. He's got past Hülkenberg. Hamilton's actually got clear of Verstappen. That is impressive in the W13. Is it W13? W14. I mean, the W13 was probably slightly better, to be honest. Alright, let's get Sargent driving in clean air. What did everyone make of the Canadian Grand Prix last weekend? It was pretty exciting, wasn't it? Probably race of the season. Obviously helped that there was rain, but you had 5 drivers in for the win, and honestly, I don't think scrappy. I mean, I don't mind a scrappy race. Sometimes they're more interesting because you're just not sure what's going to happen. It would have been fun to see Haas get points, but they had their moment in the sun, didn't they? While it rained. I mean, at one point, Magnussen looked like he was driving a rocket ship. He was like the bullet on Mario Kart. We've got an accident. It's Hülkenberg, but it's not in Haas career mode, so it's fine. Sargent up to 9th, into the points. Great start for K-Mag. Hey, Soloscope Studio, welcome to the stream. For those of you who have joined us late, give us an answer to the question of the stream. Predictions for the England versus Serbia group game in the European Championships this evening. F1 2015. It's quite fun. It was such a bad game at the time because it just lacked all the stuff that had really come before it. You had to drive as a actual driver in career mode. Hey Eduardo, welcome to the stream. Yeah, F1 2015. The thing that makes F1 2015 is YouTuber Championship, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically Creator Series, but not serious. It's Tim Marduk, it's Matt Gallagher from P1 WTF1, it's Arava and Noble 2909, and it's just brilliant. You will thank yourself for watching it. You sent me something on Discord. I have not checked Discord recently, so I will check that after the stream. Max Verstappen, we should check in with him. He is 4th and only 1.5 seconds off the lead, so I feel another race win coming our way. So we've got Knights going 1-0 England, Soloscope Studio 4-0 England. Soloscope, give me your goal scorers in that 4-0 win. How many of them does Harry Kane get? Sargent's doing well, actually. He's recovered up to 7th. Probably does help that we've got the fastest car. Yellow flags. Lawson running wide and losing some places. Verstappen is about to pass Leclerc. Let's actually harvest the battery. Louis going 3-1 to England. Verstappen going past Leclerc, so making that 1-0 to Holland. Oh yeah, great question, Jermat. Everybody answer that, please. What was the first stream or video that you watched for this channel? Essentially, how did you find me? Japanese Grand Prix with McLaren. Oh, Leclerc going off the track. Oh, yeah, for Ocon blowing the win on the last lap. We'll never forget that. Classic moment. Classic moment. Lawson to Williams or Haas. It would be nice. I think Liam Lawson deserves a spot on the F1 grid. He showed at the end of last season that he's good enough. And the thing is, if you're not going to put Ricciardo, a race winner, in the Red Bull seat, you might as well put Lawson in at RB. You might as well, because what are you gaining out of Ricciardo? He's not really going to teach Tsunoda anything, is he? Especially if Tsunoda's beating him. So you might as well have Lawson in there learning and just showing that what he can do, because he might become the driver you want alongside Verstappen. Who knows? Ryan found me through the Haas F2 Only Championship. Great series. The Mercedes series, yeah, the OG series. Who doesn't remember? That's fine. That video would have been the free agent grid series video at least. Alonso and Sainz, the Spanish matadors locking horns. Alonso's on hards and Verstappen has come to play. We'll just juice up our battery. 2 goals from Kane, 1 from Bellingham. Oh no. First goal for Palmer, yeah. Okay. Or second goal for Palmer, sorry. First was the random drivers in teams video. Yeah, that was a good video. The experiments. Yeah, the experiments are good fun. Always good fun to make. The one I enjoyed a lot was the zero skill grid at Monaco, where it was just pure chaos. I need to do the Qatar one where they're basically going to run out of tyres. I already know what's going to happen. It's just going to be funny to see it as Max Verstappen tries to go past Fernando Alonso. There we go. Up into second position. We are a few laps away from stopping. Yes, Tsunoda can develop without Ricciardo's help. And Tsunoda can teach Lawson. Essentially, that is the chain as Sainz boxes from the lead. And Verstappen now takes P1. 15 minutes remain. Poland and Holland still locked at 1 apiece. Sargent doing a good job actually in P5. Stop him driving in clean air, because now he's actually on the back of Leclerc. He could do a really good job here and take points off of Leclerc to aid Max's. You're on 1%. Okay, Verstappen back into the lead, having momentarily lost it. We've got another lap or two until we stop. Let's attack on the tyres. Alonso's on hard, so he's going to have the advantage at the moment. It'll be next lap for mediums. Wonder if Alonso's one-stopping. Free agent grid, yeah. That one has got a lot of people to find the channel. It's got like 53,000 views now. It is kind of that combined with the randomised grid live stream series has it got a lot of people's attention, put it that way. A lot of people found me that way. Which is great, because that's the whole point of them. You get people's attention with different types of videos. The Let's Plays will be here for forever, the whole time I do this, but the experiments and the different live streams, that's what makes it fun. Let's push. Go aggressive. Did we... Oh, well, actually, we overcut Sainz because he got stuck in a load of traffic. So Max... Oh, no, sorry. I was looking at Sargent. Ignore me. Sainz is miles ahead. I was looking at Sargent thinking, hey, look, we're on mediums. And then realised that there are 36%. I was like, that can't be right. Let's deploy battery with Max. Is he in traffic? He is in a little bit of traffic. We should probably help him with that. I'm sure he'll go past Albon now. There you go.
The rain might be coming.
Yeah, got ya.
Oh, we've got the rain. Oh, I completely forgot to think about the rain. I did not take into consideration the rain at all. Completely forgot that it was here. Sargent has just... I've just screwed Sargent. Oh no. Oh dear. Track details. It's going to get wet pretty quickly.
Might be close.
So all of this lot are going to be on the strategy that they need. Let's just attack on the tyres.
Okay, Max. I'm going to take some points on Leclerc, please.
Reel them in.
Right, let's see what we can achieve. Hey Misty. Hey Optics.
Your battery's ready. Control.
Sergeant in a Red Bull. Yeah, he's done all right at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, this rain face like yep. So we're getting rain now, and Max is right. Where? Ah, we've missed the pit lane. Damn. Science has carried on. Let's bring Sargent in for inters. And Max can do another lap. No, not those ones. Those ones, please. So inters will be slower at the moment. Now they'll be faster. So we need a good stop, 2.7 seconds. And Max pops out in 5th. Not a disaster, not a complete disaster. He's just behind Leclerc on the track, so that's fine. Let's get these up to temperature. And then we'll just need to manage them through the rest of the race. Sargent needs to save his fuel, but I'm sure he'll do that through the rain. Yeah, completely a Ferrari strat. We are 10 seconds off the lead. Excuse me. Right, Max has caught Leclerc, so let's juice up the battery so that he's got extra pace to deploy. My prediction was 2-0. Kane and Saka to score. Give us yours, Misty. That's the question of the stream today. Let's pick up the pace on Max and see if we can find a way through. He's at peak confidence. Hey Skiddy, how you doing? Welcome to a very soggy Austria. As Verstappen dives down the inside of Leclerc. Brilliant move. Let's watch that again. That was a good move. Hopefully it gives us a different... No, it gives us the same angle. Yep. Nicely done. Very nicely done. Misty's gone 3-0. Give us your goal scorers. All good, Skiddy. All good, mate. All good. 2-1 Netherlands. Not here. Not here. It's now free kicked in the Netherlands. You need to change your YouTube name. Logie Bear's up to 9th. Good from him. So we are only 5 seconds off of Alonso. So we've halved the deficit from when we came out of the pit lane. Oh, there's the goal. Wout Weghorst. All the subs are on there celebrating. I love watching the kids celebrate. So much energy. Give me a replay of the goal, please, BBC. Here we go. Ah, it's a nice goal. The ball in. It takes a deflection off the defender's leg. And Veghorst, that's a good finish. Good finish. Need to save more fuel with Sargent. Let's deploy battery and everything with Max. Pick up his pace. The goal scorers will be... I wish I had the ability to be part of the England football team. I do not, and I don't have the fitness for it either. Verstappen, are you going to go past? Do you feel like an overtake? Maybe yeah, oh yeah, there you go. You've done it again. Carbon copy. Oh, Fabian Ruiz's goal for Spain yesterday was really tidy. And Fulkrug's goal for Germany. That, like, he walloped it. Like, the ball could have exploded. He kicked it that hard. 111 kilometers an hour. Unbelievable. And there was like no rotation on it. He hit it true. Yeah, it's been a really good Euros. Every game so far has had at least 3 goals, which is great. Only Croatia, well, Croatia technically did score, but you know, VAR shenanigans cost them a goal. Also, it probably shouldn't have been a penalty because I'm not really sure it's a foul by Rodri for that one, but who cares? Spain went and won anyway. You watch it. Slovenia-Denmark will finish like 3-3 or something, and then England and Serbia will be this turgid, horrible, painful 0-0 draw or 1-0 win for England. It'd be just disgusting. Oh, track now dry. Well, yeah, they did say that the. Okay, so this is interesting. This means DRS is actually enabled, which means bye signs, adios. How do you stop drivers from crashing? I always get fired after Belgium from being in debt for new parts. Make sure they're not like being aggressive in their overtakes. When they are like, on their tyres, aggressive in attack heightens the amount of risk that they're taking, essentially. It's an inexact art, but also like just generally the driver, who it is. Sonoda always having accidents. Drivers with low stats for control, I think it is, will have more likeliness of crashing. Let's get Sargent driving in cleaner. He already is, actually. But Perez is in a DRS train. Yeah, Chai, it's a... Yeah, if you go low overtake aggression and rarely defend, they... what is it? Let's get the old... Yeah, so... Also, the driver's confidence in the setup plays a part, so... Let's turn that off. So yeah, Lawson running wide is because his stats aren't very good, but also like what he's being asked to do, he may not be able to do, if that makes sense. Track now wet, and we are just 1 second off of Fernando Alonso. So what we could actually do is top up the battery, and then we'll do the same with Sargent. We'll deploy Sargent's battery and get him motoring. First person to say your name correctly. How hard is it to say that incorrect? How hard is it to say that correctly? It's quite obvious it's Chai. Verstappen into the lead of the race. Last time I looked, we were a second and a half. This is his favourite overtaking corner. Yeah, the only problem with low overtaking aggression is getting stuck behind, so that's where you use the driving clean air, turn up the attack on the tyres, deploy the battery, like just go full everything on here, and you should just go past with DRS. That's kind of the way around it, but it's tricky. Everyone says Che. Yeah. I mean, I'm paid to read stuff for a living. I say read stuff out loud. So I need to be able to know how to pronunciate names. Sports, good way of learning how to pronunciate tricky names. Verstappen pulling away. Yeah, decent finish by Weghorst. Oh, Poland, so close there. It's getting a bit warm in here. I need to increase my cooling. Extra cooling initiated. Lando finds a wall you didn't know existed. I feel your pain. Right, Max, let's just take it to the flag then. We've only won 2 races, but they weren't back to back. We won Baku and Canada. Same with Stroll. Fans, it's a literally synchronized spinning. Someone's comparing Weghorst to Ronaldo. Oh my gosh, like the original Ronaldo as well. That's just dumb. Talking of dumb, I call Denzel Dumfries, the Dutch right back, Denzel Thick Chips. Bit of a wordplay because obviously another word for dumb is thick, and fries, chips in England. I call him Thick Chips. It makes me giggle, as you can see. Pre-ordering F1 Manager 24. Nice. I got F1 24 on EA, and I'm paying £20 a month for it, so it's like 60 quid. So I'm paying it off over 3 months. Oh, now you said you're from Yorkshire. I get it. I can hear it in a Yorkshire accent. Do you drink Yorkshire tea, F1 Skiddy? Denzel dump truck. Love that. Sargent is 8th and about to be having enough fuel. That's good. Yellow flags. Lawson running wide again. Case in point, just bad stats. His stats will be better in this year's game. Sargent up to P7. More yellow flags. Leclerc only 5th in the Grand Prix.
Your battery's ready. Copy.
How did I on the EA app? Chai, if you've got that, I've had the last game on the EA app, so have a look on there. No, I appreciate everyone is probably seeing different parts of the stream at different times. Let's bring this to go.
4 laps.
Oh, biggest storm of the year. I like a good storm day. Nice thunderstorm when you're trying to go to bed. It's very nice. Yeah, it is a PayPal feature. Ralph Boschung just won for Haas. What? Is this the same career where you're managing McLaren with a jillion points? Max Verstappen is on the final lap. Drink the best tea, which is Yorkshire tea. Yorkshire tea is very good. I drink PG Tips.
Very good today.
Nice job, Max. There we go. P1. He's won it by 11.5 seconds in the end. Sargent picks up P7. That's handy. F124 simulation career.
Okay. P7.
What's Boschong doing at Haas? It's a home win for Red Bull then. That's always good news. Verstappen last in the sprint at one point, remember? 26 points in the Grand Prix. So we actually fall behind Ferrari now in the Constructors. Green Jasmine team. Interesting. Yeah, so Charlie, if you can pay it over £20 a month over the 3 months. That's what I'm doing because I didn't want to shell out 60 quid all at once, having had I've had to pay like 300 odd quid for my car to be fixed because one of the brakes was stuck on, which meant you couldn't really go anywhere. Fairly important part of the car, so yeah, that had to be fixed. Max now just 8 points behind Leclerc, despite having started every single race from last on the grid. Sweet and sour chicken and some chips. Nice. Alright, let's go exploring, everybody. Welcome to Europe. Give me a race circuit to find, a Grand Prix circuit. Let's see if we can find them. And Holland have secured themselves a victory to start the tournament. Hungaroring, right. So, Budapest. Let's get the satellite view on. Do. Find the Indian circuit. Do you know, I don't actually know if the Hungaroring is north or south of the city. That's airport. German, am I in the right place? I'll have a look on my phone. They have a little in Hungary. Nice. Oh, little isn't little everywhere. Okay, so it's sort of north east. Found it. There we go. They took this in the middle of... They must have taken this in the middle of summer because all the fields are like brown. It's covered in trees. Yeah, there we go. We've found it. Can we... This is your entrance. This is the campsite. I think I see some of the track. Right, where else can we find Spa? Liechtenstein. Where's Belgium? Yeah, so trying to find sort of Eupen. There's Luxembourg, Liège. Oh, it's past Liège. Spa. Here we go. Oh no, maybe not. It's technically not even in Budapest. That looks very much like it was part of Budapest to me. Still struggling to find Spa. Where are we? Liège. Must be here somewhere. Aha, found it. It's more Francorchamps. There we go. Eau Rouge. Oh, you can there's actual like. Oh, whoops. Hello, everybody. Good day. Hope you're all having a wonderful time. Let's go to Eau Rouge. There we go. Eau Rouge, everybody. Hooray! We found it in the end. There's also some other bits you can stand on, I think. Look at that. This is precisely where Rosberg hit Hamilton. That's Radion, actually. Porchester Castle. Spa is an actual place. Another track smothered in trees. Yeah, good luck. Needle in a haystack, isn't it? Finding these places. Brands Hatch. I don't actually know what part. What part of Britain is Brands Hatch in? Honestly, I should know that. It's just outside London. So, Dartford. Longfield. So I need... Aha, found it. I think. Brands Hatch. There we go. Brands Hatch race circuit, everybody. Hey Tommy, how you doing? Can we... Oh, we can stand... Oh, there's parts you can... plonk the person. There we go. Brands Hatch race circuit, everybody. Right, let's... There's one that I know I probably will be able to find. Melbourne. Ah, so easy. Albert Park. Another one that you can just sort of stand on because it's a street track. There you go. That's the back straight, I believe. Yep. Standing in the DRS zone, Lakeside Drive. So obviously you can't see any of these palm trees and stuff while you're there or on the TV. It's all covered up. Sydney. You've driven around Albert Park. Very nice. Very nice. Right, that concludes our exploration for today. We will head back to Red Bull. Just close that up. There we go. Right, back to Old Blighty we go. Okay, we need to change quite a few bits and pieces on Sargent's car. I don't... Oh, no, was that was Max's car actually. We're going to have to put the old suspension into it because they've both failed immediately. The new one. Confirm that. That's fine. Tommy's going for an England win. Very nice. We are 98% exhausting the pit crew. Great stuff. Don't care. Just keep doing the pit stops, please, everybody. Right, let's actually get Logan Sargent to qualify properly today. You can order the Ultimate Edition. I think it's only like £35 or something, isn't it? It's not hugely expensive. Well, I say hugely, but it's not F1 24 levels of expensive. There we go. Have we got... No, we haven't got any more of these suspension. Why did it fail so quickly? That's annoying. Sod it. We're just going to emergency manufacture 2 of them. That'll do. Right, British Grand Prix. Go. 33 compared to 26. Yeah, not too bad. Ultimate, Deluxe, same thing, isn't it? Right, let's get the old calculator out. So that we know what setup to put on the car. We're going to put a new power unit in Verstappen's car today, because the other one is just probably not going to work around here. Right, simulate qualifying. It will rain again. Will it now? That sounds very much like Britain right now, actually. Handy dandy calculator, you know it. It's been very useful with Haas because I just skip the practice then and figure it out afterwards with a little bit more guidance. Alright, we are at the point of qualification. Freshest power unit component into the car, please. You have a look at the new video. Well, Tommy gets to see the opening race with Haas a day early because he's a He's a world champion member. Oh. Best of those four: Snetterton, Alton Park, Brands Hatch, or Donington. I don't know a huge amount about Snetterton. I've heard of Alton Park. It's got the really long straight over the hill, I think, if I'm remembering it correctly. Brands Hatch has got like loads of history, and so Donington's memorable for that lap by Ayrton Senna. So probably going to go with Donington, and that's where they were going to move the British Grand Prix to anyway. So probably Donington. Right, let's Menage qualifying one. Off you go, Sergeant. Yeah, watch the video whenever you want to, essentially. And the same with the stream. You can dip out of the stream, come back to it.
Just keep your dash negative.
P1 for Logan Sargent. Purple in all sectors.
Copy.
I don't know a huge amount about Alton Park, to be honest. For someone who's so passionate about motorsport, I've not been to many racetracks, even in my own country. It's just not something I've done a lot of, because I tended to work weekends, so not really conducive to going across the country for a weekend. But you know, I still enjoy watching the motorsport that I do get to watch, and I like Logan Sargent being P1. Oh no, Max Verstappen hasn't gone out for qualifying again. Who do I think won't be in F1 anymore next year? Oh. I mean, there's a possibility that Ocon doesn't get a seat, but would someone pick Magnussen at Haas over Ocon? Unlikely. Bottas? I think Zhou's a goner. Who else? Yeah, maybe Magnussen and Zhou and possibly Bottas. I mean, there's an outside chance that Ocon or Bottas ends up in the second Merc seat because of their previous links there, if they don't put Antonelli in and they just put them in as a one-year stopgap. So we'll see. There could be a bit of saving grace for them there. Let's do the used set of tyres there for Sargent. See if we can get through on a used set. Who do you think will lose their seat and be off the grid? Solar Scope.
Delta.
Nice. Sargent 1.1 seconds clear of Alonso.
We'll box at the end of this lap.
Although Alonso was also on used tyres. Excuse me. You think Ocon and Behrman will be teammates next year? I can see that. I think Ocon would be a great benchmark for Behrman. Hey Musa Seb, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. You're joining us just in time for the British Grand Prix, my home race, on the day that England opened their Euro 2024 campaign. Let me know who you think is going to win the England versus Serbia game. Who do I think Aaron will sign for 2025?
Okay, second flag.
Do we need to do this lap? I think we're through. We'll call Sargent in. That's fine. Esteban's your favourite driver. Nice. I mean, I like Ocon. I think there's some personality traits that he needs to maybe get a bit more of a rein in on. Like, he can be a bit combative, but I think that's his competitiveness sort of coming out in a almost negative way, if that makes sense. But he's a perfectly capable race driver. Are we going to get Logan Sargent on pole position here? You think he's bland and boring, but he's a class driver. I mean, he does. I think he splits opinion. Logan Sargent, have you got a pole position in you?
You're currently P1.
Who's going faster?
We'll box at the end of this lap.
Alonso.
Understood.
Shock. Oh, he's only 8,000. Okay, then Leclerc and Sainz wallop it. Right, fresh tyres, ready for Q3. Logan, Zhou, oh yeah, Sargent as well, obviously. He'll be off the grid. Ocon or Bottas. Yeah, it's a shame, but this is what happens when you get the grid be the same, basically, for 2 years in a row. Okay, Logan, let's see. Fresh tyres, clear track. Purple first sector. Let's ride through Cops, Maggots and Beckett's with a flying Logan Sargent.
The checkered flag.
DRS pops open. Only a personal best middle sector. Sainz is currently on provisional pole. Missed the apex at Vale. P1 for Logan Sargent. There we go. Only a 10.5 in it though. What's Leclerc got up his sleeve? Let's see. Can Leclerc deny him? No. Logan Sargent will start the British Grand Prix from pole position. He made Esteban a world champion in F1 Manager. Nice. For America! Get the Eagles in the chat, everybody. Get the Eagles in the chat. But actually, before you get the Eagles in the chat, we've got something very important to do. Welcome to church, everybody. For those of you who this is the first time you've been here, this is where we pray to the F1 gods. Dear F1 gods, we come to you today asking for one thing and one thing only. We ask that Logan Sargent wins the British Grand Prix. We have suffered through this season. We've had incidents, crashes, and general misfortune. But Logan has taken his first pole position and he did it spectacularly. And we ask F1 gods that you guide him to the top step of the Silverstone podium. For America! So that we can get the Eagles in the chat. In the name of Fernando Alonso, of Lewis Hamilton, and our Haas hero Nico Hulkenberg. Amen. Wonderful church session there, everybody. Thank you very much for being in attendance. Very important that we do that every now and again, just to remind the F1 gods that we are faithful to them. Okay, rain inbound about halfway through this race and supposedly going to dry up. So I think probably I should hand over to the world champion members. So Skiddy and Optics and Jermac, you've already said you want to do Hungary. So Skiddy and Optics, It's open to you, and I think has Tommy's not here. He's ducked out. So yeah, strategy suggestions, please. Not sure if Skiddy and Optics are still with us. So I will, in the meantime, I will sort out Sergeant strategy. I mean, a medium to inters looks like the way to go. I mean, the inters might struggle, to be fair. What's it say? Yeah, they might be all right. Go lap 17. Do the same with Max. Okay, let's take out some fuel. Oh, we need to save the strategy, and then we'll take out some fuel as well. And I think we're all ready to motor race. Yep, that really is Logan Sargent on pole position in a Red Bull. 5 red lights at Silverstone. The lights are out. The race is on. And it looks like Sargent's made a decent start. Verstappen is 19th because Hulkenberg had a penalty. We've got yellow flags already. Who was that? Not sure who it was, but we're through it fine. And we need Logan to essentially get away from everybody here. Guess everyone's on mediums. Sainz is on softs. That's interesting. Leclerc on hards. So Sainz is going to be a problem for Sargent early on here. Max up to P18. And Zhou now dropping down the order. Hulkenberg actually momentarily got ahead of Verstappen for a moment. Yeah, Magnussen up in 5th. Wow. Yeah, Leclerc on hards is massively OP, isn't it? The thing is, he's got so much pace that once his confidence goes up, his stats go through the roof, and he just takes off. Which is kind of what we need to do with Sargent. But we are unable to do so at the moment. Is Max driving in clean air? He is. And he's making an overtake through Maggots and Beckett's.
Just to confirm it's thermal, Dick.
Yeah, okay.
That was an insane overtake. He's now up to 12th. He's just past Perez. Zhou is... Why is Zhou so bad on this game all of a sudden? Like in season 2 with Haas, he was just always at the back and always miles off. It's weird. Logan's going along nicely. Sainz's softs are going to give up on him in a minute. And Alonso's just come past. Did we get out of DRS? No, not quite.
DRS. No DRS.
Yellow flags. Now who's gone off? Piastri running wide. A little bit too late there, Optics, but you can still call the strategy for Hungary. Alonso into the lead. That's fine, we'll just follow him. Sorry, Optics, we've already got started. It's fine, it's fine. We've still got Hungary to do. So we'll need your input there as well. Sargent back into the lead. Oh, the rain has shifted back. We're going to need to look after these tyres. We've got a massive gap though, and Verstappen is in the next train of cars. He's actually going down the inside of Stroll as we see. Nice move. We should be alright for fuel once the rain arrives, because we'll start going slower and slower. Pulling away from Alonso momentarily. He's on mediums as well. Rain inbound in 4 minutes. Perfect. So we're at our optimal pit stop lap, but the rain hasn't arrived yet, so we need to stick it out until that rain hits the track. Verstappen now 5th. Sainz at 24% with his soft tyres. How? We've got yellow flags as the rain begins. Tsunoda with a spin. It's just going to be gentle to start. More yellows. Is that Sainz with a puncture yet? No. Nope, just him running wide. I mean, honestly, starting on softs, you deserve to get a puncture. Trying to take them this far. It's starting to fall heavier as Sargent retakes the lead. Just waiting to see if any of the back markers go in. No, but I think this is the lap. Yeah, this is absolutely the lap. So Sargent in for Inters, please. And Verstappen. Sainz, 10% tyres, 9%. He's now behind Verstappen, and now he's got a puncture. There you go. There's your just desserts. Leclerc's in. Alonso stayed out. Aston Martin might have just thrown this race away. Oh dear. Oh, we didn't lose position to Leclerc. That's important. Slow stop for Verstappen. Just slow stops everywhere. And we come out in a little bit of traffic. Let's deploy the battery. We'll get the tyres up to temperature. We should be able to come out ahead of Alonso in the end. He'll be in this lap. There he goes. Please have a pit stop issue. Box, 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 box. Love it. Ah, slow stop for Alonso. Helpful, very helpful. Here comes Logan Sargent.
Your battery's ready.
Is he going to retake the lead? Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, just through. We're just through. Logan's back in front. Excellent. So it looks like we've got rain to the end now. Verstappen is 4th. And hopefully we can close him up on Leclerc. Will it be rain in Hungary? Always rains for you in Hungary. Well, we like a bit of wet weather. Alonso back in front. That's not what we wanted to see. And he's pulling away as well. I don't want to ruin Logan's tyres because he's just not very good on them. This might be where the race gets away from us. His adaptability might not be very good either. Oh, and now he's blown it. He's just locked up and nerfed his tyres anyway. Great.
Yeah, I made a little mistake there.
Yes, you did. We're going to get a replay of it, or have I already missed the little drop down?
Caution on the battery.
Ah, that's not ideal. How wet is it going to get? A little bit wetter, then it'll dry out a bit, then it'll rain again. It's not going to be much wetter than this. Those tyres have taken a... Yeah, that's a bit bruising on the tyres. Not happy about that. Right, Logan, you're going to have to let Max through. There we go. Medium confidence for Sargent, especially now that he's not fighting his teammate and has dropped already 2.5 seconds back. Verstappen is flying. He's absolutely flying. He's in the 33s. He's absolutely taking chunks out of this lot. Yeah, I play on controller too, Louis. It's a wheel's not for everybody. Mostly because they're expensive. Also, I don't really have the place to set it up. If I was going to have a wheel, I'd have it like properly positioned permanently. But because I work from home, so I work from this desk, then it doesn't really make much sense. DRS is enabled because it's now officially, well, declared dry. So Max will go past Leclerc. Thanks very much. Now we can close up on 1F Alonso. Just going to conserve a bit more fuel to make sure we get to the end. But he's just taking chunks of time out of him. He was 1.5 seconds, 1 second faster there. Takes a little bit of time to adjust to a wheel. You have to be sort of sensible with your inputs. Right, DRS. Track is getting wetter, so we could probably do with making this move with DRS sooner rather than later. Let's harvest the battery, and then hopefully we'll... it's going to be damp now, so the DRS is disabled. That's annoying. Do I do YouTube full-time, or do I have another job? No, I have another job. I'm a radio journalist. So I cover Wiltshire. You might be able to see behind me the little muff next to the cap. So if you know the branding, you'll know which radio station I cover. But I work with multiple. Welcome back, Tommy. You missed Max Verstappen winning in Austria, and he's all over the back of Fernando Alonso here. in Silverstone. Logan Sargent did start this race on pole position. What I'm going to do is get Max to harvest the battery again so that we can just attack Alonso with all aggression. Sargent looks set for P4, which is fine because Stroll is dropping back. What did you think of the episode, Tommy? Without giving a spoiler away. Right, here comes Verstappen. He's driving in clean air. Will he go for it at Cops? Oh, look at the difference. Round the outside at Cobbs. Beautiful. Let's get an off-board of that. I don't know why Alonso was on the inside there. He didn't need to be. It just gave us the race. He wasn't far away from making contact with the right rear there, was he? So now it's just about saving enough fuel and getting to the end. 2.5 second lead. Almost 3 now. He's absolutely flying. HML 0-2 to England. Who's going to score the goals? Yeah, it's a bit of a wild grid, isn't it? Sargent. I think we're going to need to pit Logan Sargent because his tyres are rubbish. So we're going to do it now, and then he's got a few laps to recover. He should come up just behind Sainz and Stroll. Yeah, there you go. So now he can... Oh, why? 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 Palmer and Palmer, nice. So he's trying to lap someone. Oh, it's Lawson as well. Oh, stupid. Hey PDI Wonder, just started a new career to try and make Logan Sargent the greatest driver of all time. So signed into Red Bull alongside Max, and this is giving serious deja vu. Well, we're here for all the experiences. PDI, is it PDI? Yeah, PDI, I think. And yeah, Logan Sargent in a Red Bull is
Something's not right.
one of those. Something's not right, yes, because you drove into the back of an AlphaTauri for no reason. Now, he needs to catch Stroll and Sainz and pass them. Yes, I know the tyres are overheating, but just do your job and... Oh, Sainz has got a puncture, I think. No, he hasn't. It was just a game. The last time Sainz is sparking away like he's still got a puncture, but he doesn't have a puncture. Oh, go on, Logan.
I can't do anything.
His words. Of course he crashes right as I say it. 2018 flashbacks. Yeah.
Charge off when you're ready.
Yeah, it still thinks Sainz has got a right rear puncture, but his tyres are fine. Even Verstappen's going to be pretty tight on tyres. Honestly, Sargent should be making absolutely mincemeat of these on fresh tyres, and Sainz is just a rolling firework. Dude, make the overtake. That's what we want. Give the people what they want. We might get DRS activated in a moment, actually. Yes, we do.
Track conditions match.
Here it's getting for a drive.
So pick up the
Right,
pace.
we should now have a chance to pass them with DRS. Although Stroll will have DRS as well. Two laps to go. Can we get Sargent back into P4? Come on, bro. Ah, now it's wet. Missed your chance. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. But we've got the best and the worst in the same team. As Verstappen starts the final lap. And now wins the race.
Use your tactics.
That's 3 wins in a row for Max Verstappen and the lead of the World Championship now.
And the race win.
Great up.
Right, come on, Sargent. Can you? Can you? No. He's going to absolutely destroy Stroll into the chicane, isn't he? Almost. Almost. P6 in the end for Sargent from pole position. Eventful race for him. But it's Max Verstappen who takes victory again. 3 wins on the bounce. We didn't get the fastest lap point though. We take back the lead of the Constructors' Championship, interestingly. And Verstappen now, after, was it 11 rounds? Finally leads the World Championship. That's my goat. Can I just see Mercedes with the fastest pit stop of the day? Right, we have got 20 minutes to knock off the Hungarian Grand Prix. Obviously, it will take longer than 20 minutes, but we will do it. We've got to do. I don't actually know what I'm voting for. Oh, it's the increasing gearbox and ERSs. It should just be. I think that's just standard. No, we don't care about the kids. We didn't attend. Right, we need. Shock! New front wing needed. Yeah, oh, okay, we'll have 4 of those then, please. Do. Why is it delayed? Why are there errors in designing? It's just doodling. Come on, lads. What's Adrian been teaching you all? Let's deal with this. Yeah, we'll assume we'll qualify on the front row. You signed Lewis to Red Bull to see if he can win with equal machinery. Max is leading into Spain as Lewis has crashed out twice to Max's 1 when they took each other out in Australia. I had them as teammates at Sauber, and Verstappen had the majority of the accidents, which meant he lost points. But he did also get the only race win that we had. So honestly, they're, as in real life, about as good as each other. No worries, Optics. No worries. Thanks for joining us, though. I believe Jermat's still here, so he will be doing the strategy for Hungary, his home race, I believe. There we go, the Hungarian Grand Prix, the Magyar Nagydíj. I believe that's Hungarian Grand Prix in Hungarian. Hopefully, I haven't just cursed in Hungarian. How did Lawson get into AlphaTauri? Because I put him there. It was a bit like you know those claw machines at the arcades where you go and normally it drops it, but I dropped Lawson into AlphaTauri. Car parts, we'll just leave that there. We need one setup calculator, please. Alright, simulate to qualifying. Happy with that. The Magyar Nagadij. Again, if you watched YouTuber Championship or like the sprint mode series that Matt Gallagher and Ben Daly used to do, just it's a classic thing. We need a new ERS. Alright. Qualifying. Sargent's taking a grid penalty. Fine. Yeah, it was an editor, PDI. That's how I do a lot of these things. Although the Sargent signing was pure vibes. He's on $100 million a year. And he's worth it. For the performances and the memes. Did I watch the game? Which game? It's been a lot of games. Hey Justin, how you doing, mate? Sargent straight in there to P1.
We're boxing it into this lap.
Yeah, go ahead.
Holland and Poland. I watched the first half and we've had it on the tablet here for the second half because I've been streaming. But yeah, decent start for Holland. Poland will be disappointed that they couldn't hang on for a draw. But without Lewandowski, they're not. They're a fairly, I wouldn't say average, but you know, just sort of they're a good team, but they're not going to cause them the biggest teams enough of a problem. That said, I don't think Holland are really true candidates for winning the tournament. They've got some good players. I don't think Van Dijk's as good as people say he is. Depay, not really for me. Gakpo, send Max out on wets. Too late, missed it. You won 50 quid on Weghorst to score. Nice. Right, let's just simulate the rest of qualifying. Let's see what happens with Sargent. Fourth. He's got a grid drop anyway, so that's fine. Verstappen's at the back. You went back to watch the £100 million contract. Tried to do the same for Fernando for a reserve role at Williams. He would never accept it. Lol. Alright, Sargent's down to 14th. Jermat, give me a strategy for Max Verstappen, please. And I believe Justin's our only other World Champion race winner member here. So I'd like a strategy for Sargent, please, my friend. Fodening and Bellingham. 2-1 to England. I think we'll keep a clean sheet. Yeah, Justin, hit me up with the Sargent strategy, please. Medium, hard, hard. Have we got enough hards? We do. We've got a used set of hards there. Medium, hard, medium. Alright, we can tweak that. Oh, we've only got one set of mediums that are any use to it. Yeah, we've got an 82% and 100%. We've got a set of softs. I would stick with the hards. Because then you got the softs up the sleeve for a safety car or something. Medium, soft, medium, soft, soft. Ooh, 3-stop. Well, we've got loads of new tyres with Max. Ooh. Something like that, Gemma? That looks like a great strategy to me. The old 3-stop around Hungary. It's a good way to go. I'm happy with that. Let's do our final motor race of the day. The Hungarian Grand Prix. Inject it into my veins. Ferrari's at the front, difficult to overtake. We're going to prove all of that wrong. We're still going to win the race. Lights are out, the race is on. What's my prediction for the England game? 2-0. Saka and Kane to score.
Overtake available.
Yeah, okay.
Let's get both drivers driving in clean air. A lot of people on softs. What is that strategy? It's a race-winning strategy. Don't you worry, Tommy. It's going to bring us glory. Magnussen jumps out of our way. So the two Ferraris are just tearing off. Monaco with no walls. No, he doesn't, but you know, to be fair, he scored 2 against Tunisia in the World Cup, so I'm sure he'll be able to find his goal-scoring touch today. We're moving up places with both drivers. Now 13th and 15th. Let's deploy all that battery. Get Max to harvest. How are things looking? We are passing the McLaren of Norris. Lovely. Yeah, you got Slovenia, Denmark in a mo. I'll be nipping off to watch that once this race is finished. Denmark should batter them. I mean, Slovenia aren't terrible. They're not really a threat, but they could cause problems if you don't deal with it properly, if you don't approach the game correctly. Verstappen around the outside of Albon. And Sargent on the cusp of the points already. How far behind the leaders are we? 20 seconds and 22 seconds. Yeah, we could do with a safety car somewhere, couldn't we? But we are making steady progress. 4-3 Denmark because you got Sheshko in your Euros fantasy. Nice. Sargent up into the points. He's now 9th and he's about to pass Perez as well. Probably ease up on his tyres there. We've passed Hulkenberg with Verstappen.
Stay well away from the debris.
Leclerc just on one today. Let's attack with Verstappen's tyres and get him to really go for it. Have we got on a 1-2 yet? Not yet. Not yet. Right, Sargent. Too late. Didn't even need to tell him to get out of the way. Verstappen is absolutely tearing after everything. And there's Sargent as well. Nicely done. He's just following his teammate through. Oh wow, that would be a move. That's a move. You put Verstappen on attack on his tyres and he's just unstoppable. I think he's done what? 4 places in the last lap? That's insane. Absolutely incredible. And he's about to catch Hamilton. Driving clean air. Make that P5, fastest lap. An 18.7. What are the leaders? He's 3 seconds quicker than the leader.
I'll let you know if the situation changes.
And now he's it's just pass one, pass another. Just, of course, Verstappen throws the 1-2. We did Austria Silverstone. We did Austria Silverstone, and we are doing Hungary today. We did Spain last week. Yes, the tyres do tend to get a bit cold. Weirdly, they get cold around Hungary. They shouldn't do. 41 degrees track temperature. P4 now for Verstappen. Sargent in 8th. That's fine. He's now make that 7th. That's even better. Right. Verstappen is closing in on what is now 3rd because Sainz has pitted. He's now 3rd. He's about to catch Alonso. He's caught Alonso. He's probably about to pass Alonso. Here we go. Optimal pit stop lap. Let's call him in.
We'll box this lap, please, Max. Box this lap.
He's now only 11.5 seconds behind Leclerc, who's obviously running deeper in the race. 2.9 second stop. That's decent. We'll take that. Sargent can be a little more aggressive on his tyres. And out comes Verstappen in 10th. So, I mean, he could definitely take, what, 4 or 5 seconds out of Leclerc's lead here? You're 7th in the fantasy league out of 10. Yeah, that's not great. And whoever gets bottom gets slime chucked on the bleh. Ugh. Just make sure you don't finish bottom. That's all you need to do. Optimal stop lap for Sargi. Let's put the use set on now and then have the fresh set for later on. Verstappen, let's get you driving the normal line, please. He's up ahead of Ocon. Right, Leclerc's in. Oh, wow. So there's Verstappen. That little red dot going around turn 2, that's Charles Leclerc. We are now just 2 seconds behind Leclerc. You're on 7. Who's in your team, Justin? Tell us your fantasy team for the Euros. Oh, we need to get those hard tyres up to temperature. Sarju, yes. Get the Eagles. 9-second undercut. It's mad, isn't it? I mean, we're dropping back at the moment because we're not pushing so much. And also Leclerc's on softs now. So he's going to be struggling at the end when we're on softs. If there's any kind of like safety car, he is screwed. Okay, we're now 6.5 seconds off Leclerc because he's just gone on a bit of a tear. To be fair, he's not... Oh no, he has done a faster lap than us. He's got the fastest lap now. Boo! We are closing in on signs though. The signs are good for us. Right, let's go driving clean air. DRS, second place. Thanks very much. So Leclerc will stop and go to hards. I'm almost certain of it. And then us, it's just about making sure we've got to catch Leclerc when his soft tyres die, essentially. Well, actually, no, I think we'll stop before him. So, when we stop, if we undercut Leclerc, we should come out ahead of him. Let's attack on the tyres. Mbappe, Shesko, Yamal, Wirtz, Foden, Frimpong, Trent. Is that Mike Mannion, the AC Milan goalie? Grimaldo. Verstappen's ego in this reality must be unquenchably large. Yes, it is. So let's harvest some battery on this lap. Now we're going to delve into our soft tyre selection. So Leclerc might box this lap. Yeah, he does. We pit absolutely together. So he goes on to hards. We go on to softs. We're going to have to pass Leclerc on track and build a gap. Oh, this is a wonderful strategy game. This is great. No, Haas, get out. Which one of you was that? This is why we fired Magnussen. Cancelo and De Bruyne as well. Nice. Hi, Emmy Mum. Like that. Like that strategy and like that team as well. Justin, we need to deploy this battery. Sargent's got a load of battery. Can this back marker get out of the way? Right, we are a few seconds behind Leclerc, so now we can charge after him. We're still driving in clean air. We don't need to be doing that. We're reeling Leclerc in at an astonishing rate. But now Leclerc has like defensive DRS against us. Yellow flags. Sargent's having a decent race. He's up to 5th. He's now challenging Stroll. Anyone got an idea as to who to do for next F1 manager? Who have you used already? As Leclerc takes the lead. Can we dive down the inside of Sainz? Not quite. We will in a minute though. Dude, come on. Oh, Sainz is just being a wall. Justin's just cheering for Sheshko. Not Slovenia or Denmark, just Sheshko. And that's P2. Now we need to go and catch Leclerc. Got the DRS off the back marker. attack on the tyres. Because we need to pass Leclerc. Are we close enough? Not yet. I'm going to conserve, well, harvest the battery. P1? No. Deploy. Go for it. Hoping for a Denmark win. How come you're going for Denmark? Verstappen round the outside for the first place. There we go. Leclerc will get DRS though, which is not ideal. Let's avoid the high-risk curbs. Bring the tyre temps down.
Okay, you check the temperature.
So focus on to bring your tyre temperatures back under control at the moment.
Right, we've got ourselves a 5-second lead, and Verstappen is about to come in. So it's just a question of how much ground we need.
How are the tyres?
Oh, I've forgotten to bring Sargent in. Whoops! Where is he? He's missed the pit lane. Oh no! I was focusing so much on winning the race with Verstappen, completely forgot to bring Sargent to the pit lane. Oh dear, and we've got... Oh, that's Hoyland. Oh, yeah, lost his foot there, literally. So, 12 seconds for us to catch Leclerc on these soft tyres. We do need to save a bit of fuel, but we should be much, much quicker.
Something broke.
ERS damage, that's not good.
Stand by for the moment, Max.
Let's charge up the battery. Deploy. Nice one. Yeah, no. I mean, if it's not technical issues, what time are you on? I am at 3:20. 3 minutes 20. That Sergeant needs to conserve some fuel as well. Verstappen is closing in on Leclerc. Whether it's quick enough, I don't know. What's the difference? It is 1.5 seconds a lap. That is enough to win us the race. And it'll be 4 wins in a row, and it'll be 3 wins in a stream. Prediction Sergeant runs out of fuel. We should be alright, he says. Just. Can we get Max in DRS range? Yes, we can. And I think we'll find a way past the Ferrari here. The 3-stop's so powerful. Let's go high overtake aggression. We want to make a point with this overtake. And there we go. Easily through. And that's the lead for Max Verstappen. Let's see it once again. Leclerc just left the door open. Didn't even bother defending. To be fair, softs versus hard, there is no point defending. Sargent should be good for fuel from there. I'll keep an eye on it. Can we pull away from Leclerc? So he doesn't come back at us. Oh yeah, he'll run out of tyres if he tries to come back at us. Although he's not going away completely. We are lapping George Russell. I'm just going to make sure Sargent gets to the flag. He's 6th, that's fine. We'll lose a few points to Ferrari.
Just a little bit more management.
Because Max has only just got to 0. Yeah, conserve just in case. We know my reputation for running out of fuel on this game. We're looking for a save where I don't run out of fuel for once. And Max Verstappen starts the final lap. It's getting a bit boring, this dominance, isn't it? But at least he's not on pole every week. He's having to fight for it. Have we put 2 laps on a couple of people? We've put 3 laps on Joe, 2 on this lot. What a performance. We started this race last and Max Verstappen wins it. Sargent has got himself up into 5th. Go on, son. There we go. Great job, Logan. 5th place will do him the world of good. Maybe we should have 3-stopped with him as well. But that'll do.
P5.
How does that make the championship look? Not great if you're a Charles Leclerc fan. We actually gained 3 points on Ferrari there. That's mad. Still managed to extend our lead, and it's now 10 points, the gap at the top of the championship. Max up 19 spots. He got the fastest lap as well with a 15.7. No one else even did a 16. His fastest lap was 1.2 seconds faster than anybody else's. Okay, maybe Ocon. Like what? Yeah. That's mental. Absolutely. Charles Leclerc who? Yeah, hopefully, yeah, it'd be nice to see Ericsson have a better Euros in the fact that he doesn't have a cardiac arrest. That would be lovely. We don't want people dying on football pitches. You missed some big results. We won 3 races today, Justin. You'll have to go back and watch the whole stream. Well, that was a successful stream, wasn't it? 3 race wins, all from the back, and there was a sprint race in there which we didn't win. A pole position for Logan Sargent as well. Wonderful scenes. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Really enjoyed that stream. Hope you enjoyed it too. We should finish this series the Sunday before F1 Manager 24 comes out. So I've worked it out and I think we'll finish it just in time. So we will see this come to a conclusion. But now that Max is in front, I think he's going to just keep winning because that's what he does. Right, I'm going to go and watch Slovenia and Denmark. Thanks everyone for joining me. See you next week. You're the best fans. It's coming home.